Why is the haunted piano version not on here? I will fight. Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I post a ton of other Taylor Swift content. I also post a little bit of some story times and some lifestyle kind of content here and there, but more than anything, it is Taylor Swift videos. So today I decided to do the most highly requested video that I get here on my channel, which is tier ranking every single Taylor Swift song. I figured I would do this for you guys as I skipped an upload a couple weeks ago. If you want to know why, you can learn about that in my story time up here. Obviously that still hasn't resolved itself. If you know, you know. I just want to get straight into the video because this is going to take a really long time. I've been fighting myself for the past few months since this video started getting requested over exactly the format that I should film this in. So I did a community tab post and asked you guys whether you wanted me to explain my reasoning behind where I placed every song, or whether you wanted me to do kind of a quicker time-lapse sort of format where I only explain some of my opinions, and you guys voted by a landslide that I do this the long way. It seems you guys like that more and I get ripped less of a new one in the comments. Like, I've definitely gotten comments before where people were like, well, I don't really like this song as much as you do, but I really like that you explained why you feel the way that you feel. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm sorry if this is really long. I'm gonna try to put as accurate of timestamps as I can. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. Why am I nervous? I wanna try to keep in mind which are my favorite albums, because I did rank all of her albums a while ago. So I feel like logically, the ones I like the most should have more songs at the top. And anything that I rank lower, it's honestly just because I feel like she has better songs. It's not like they're bad songs, especially when comparing them to music in general. But like, I'm only going to be comparing these to like fellow Taylor Swift songs. Like, I'm just comparing them to each other and ranking them that way. Okay, maybe I should start off with ones I know are my absolute favorites that I can just pick out quickly. All Too Well is my favorite Taylor Swift song, so that's gonna go up at the very top. The Holy Trinity for me, my very top 3 favorite Taylor Swift songs are All Too Well, Illicit Affairs, and Champagne Problems. But does Champagne Problems or Illicit Affairs come first? I feel like Illicit Affairs is one that's like not usually the most favorite. I feel like according to popular opinion, Champagne Problems beats it more, but like the writing of Illicit Affairs, the bridge, you taught me a secret language I can't speak with anyone else. Those are close. I'm just gonna put Illicit Affairs first. We're off to a pretty strong start. All Too Well, Illicit Affairs, and Champagne Problems. My least favorite Taylor Swift album is the debut album, just because she only got better and better from there. Yeah, it was amazing when it first came out, but now that we have like All Too Well, for example, I mean, she just continues to blow herself out of the water. I think Tim McGraw is pretty average for me. I'm not as big of a fan of the country stuff. I do really like the angrier country stuff though, so Picture to Burn is gonna be higher than Tim McGraw. Probably like Iconic. Teardrops on My Guitar. Love Her. I really like the melody of Teardrops on My Guitar. I haven't listened to some of these in a long time, honestly, but that's gonna change with the re-recordings happening. A Place in This World is pretty good because it was super relatable, especially if you grew up listening to Taylor Swift. It was definitely kind of like a song about being like an outsider, which you experience when you are younger. So that one holds a special place for me. Why is my least favorite album not making anywhere below Like Her? Cold As You. This might be the least favorite one so far. I'm gonna put her in Appreciate Her. The Outside was one of the first songs I learned to play on the guitar, I'm pretty sure, and I can't remember how it goes. Oh my god, I'm blanking. Let me look up the lyrics. Okay, the melody of The Outside is really good, but lyrically it's nothing that special. It's probably gonna go just above Cold As You. Okay, Tied Together With a Smile has a really nice melody. I really like her older melodies, but her lyrics definitely got a lot stronger. I think her melodies have always been really good. Tied Together With a Smile doesn't have a bridge, which I always really appreciate in a Taylor Swift song. It's probably one of my favorite things to do with a Taylor Swift song, so that's gonna go a little bit lower as well. Okay, Stay Beautiful is really cute. The melody's really nice. It's catchy. It's gonna go in the Love Her category, I think. Should Have Said No. This is another good one for me. That's iconic. This was the first song I ever played on the guitar. Mary's Song is the top of the Appreciate Her category. This one has some pretty good lyrics. I think it's better than the other Appreciate Her ones on Taylor Swift, like the debut. But there are such better songs that she's written since then. Our Song is also another one that's pretty high. That's gonna go under Picture to Burn. I'm Only Me When I'm With You. Oh my god, I was obsessed with this one. This is the top of the Love Her tier. I love the energy of this song. The dynamics are so good. This song is hard to forget what it sounds like, even if you haven't listened to it in a while. Okay, Invisible's not a top favorite for me. I feel like Invisible walked so You Belong With Me could run. The lyrics aren't as good as like You Belong With Me. I feel like Fearless was an improvement lyrically, like the album Fearless. So Invisible's gonna go go right above Cold As You. A Perfectly Good Heart is also kind of lower for me, just because it's very repetitive. I feel like she's not doing a whole lot lyrically. Lyrics are like the most important part to me. I also write songs, and that's what really, like Taylor Swift, it's the lyrics that you're listening to it for. Then it was so good, but you think about the stuff she has now, and it's like she really just completely blew herself out of the water. A Perfectly Good Heart might be my least favorites on debut, because I feel like Cold As You is kind of interesting lyrically, but A Perfectly Good Heart is just like the same kind of idea repeated. Teardrops on My Guitar pop version, I mean, it's not... I don't know, I think it's just right under the regular Teardrops on My Guitar, honestly, because the lyrics are still the same. It's still really good. I just think I like the original arrangement better, but otherwise it's like, it's the same song, you know what I mean? Okay, Christmas Is When You Were Mine has some nice lyrics. Please take down the mistletoe. I bet you got your mom another sweater. Were your cousins late again? When you were putting up the lights this year, did you notice one less pair of hands? Like, there's some details in there that are pretty nice. That might be the bottom of the Appreciate Her tier. Christmas Must Be Something More is a really good one. I'm not even religious, but I love the melody. I love just like, that's a really good song, honestly. Probably just right under Tim McGraw, because while it is so good, there are a lot of even better ones. Beautiful Eyes is a cute country song. Not a whole lot of super memorable lyrics. Probably right above A Perfectly Good Heart. I really like I Heart question mark. Probably is gonna go right under Christmas Must Be Something More. I know this looks very bottom heavy right now, but you have to keep in mind the debut is my least favorite one. Please hear me out before you come for me. Okay, Fearless. This is my second to last favorite album, so just one step above debut for me. Okay, Jump Then Fall is all right, I guess. The lyrics, again, nothing like crazy special. It's just like a pretty standard love song. The melody is really good though. All of her melodies have always been really strong. Like, I don't think there was a huge progression. I think lyrically is where her improvement really came from. It's probably around Beautiful Eyes. Honestly, those two kind of remind me of each other, like just like standard love songs. I like the melody of Jump Then Fall a little bit better though. Untouchable. Okay, Untouchable is a cover. It's really pretty though. I like her spin on it. Probably right underneath Tim McGraw. Forever and Always piano version. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, this one hits because it has so much energy and it's so angry, but on the piano it's like really hard hitting and like emotional. I feel like Forever and Always piano version walked so Haunted piano version could run. Why is the Haunted piano version not on here? I will fight. That's bullshit. Probably the bottom of the Love Her category. And the Haunted piano version would probably be maybe Iconic. Somewhere in Iconic. Probably right above Our Song if it existed on this list. I really like the concept of the hook of Come In With the Rain. I think that's the strongest part about the song. I'll leave my window open because I'm too tired at night to call your name. Just know I'm right here hoping that you'll come in with the rain. Like, that's such a pretty visual, I guess. Other than that, lyrically, she's gotten so much better. This is just gonna be me saying that over and over again. It's a really nice idea though, so probably right above Forever and Always piano version. Superstar's probably right above Stay Beautiful. It is so wild to hear a Taylor Swift song that talks about I'm invisible and everyone knows who you are. And then she goes on to write satire about the way she's portrayed in the media. This is wild. I can't believe it's been this long. I mean, it's good. I think melodically and structurally, she's getting a little better than debut. It still doesn't beat those three iconic ones off of debut. Okay, The Other Side of the Door. This one, Walked So Cruel Summer Could Run. You will not convince me otherwise. This one is so good. Probably right below Our Song. Fearless, another really good one. Probably right above The Other Side of the Door. I think Fearless was really iconic. 15's also another iconic one. Oh my god, this is gonna be so difficult. But I think Fearless beats 15. 15 goes at the bottom of the iconic list. It's super relatable. I think Love Story goes right below Our Song. Because Our Song was the first Taylor Swift song that I ever heard, so I'm biased. I know for a lot of people, Love Story was the first Taylor Swift song they ever heard. For me, Our Song just beats it. Hey Stephen really reminds me of Stay Beautiful, the way she like name drops the guy and talks about like all the other girls who are into him. I think it goes right above Superstar. Really nice chorus melody. I like White Horse because it shows a little bit of development with like, she seemed up to this point to have like rose-colored glasses on. Like, she wrote as if fairy tales have happy endings, like with Love Story and everything. And then she takes White Horse and like flips it to mean like he's not going to come on his white horse. I think that's kind of interesting. Musically, as far as the dynamics and like melody goes, I think she's done better. I think White Horse goes at the top of the Appreciate Her category. Okay, You Belong With Me. I'm still not putting anything in the bottom. Oh my god. None of these are bad. Like, what do you guys want from me? Okay, You Belong With Me. It's right up there with Love Story, I think. Do I like Love Story better or do I like You Belong With Me better? I think this is a decision that can only be made once the re-recording of You Belong With Me comes out, because as of right now, I'm very biased towards Love Story because I can't stop listening to it. Maybe right underneath Love Story, just to be like authentic with my own feelings in this present moment. But it might change once I hear the re-recording. I love that she's still going to be collaborating with Colby Calais on Breathe for the re-recording. I really like that she's staying true to that. Lyrically, not a super strong one. The chorus is really repetitive, which I feel like is in the style of like Colby Calais writing. It's so sad. It's impressively sad though, but Taylor has definitely done better. I think it goes right below The Outside. Tell Me Why. This is a really good one. Instrumentally, dynamically, I love the anger of it. The angry country hit different. It was something else. Yeah, Tell Me Why is really good. Probably gonna go right above 15. Okay, You're Not Sorry is also really good. This one's impressively sad, but the dynamics are really good, and I think lyrically it's a little more complex than Breathe. It really bites, honestly. I feel like You're Not Sorry is kind of like what happened after Cold As You. Like, she wrote Cold As You, and then she tried kind of approaching that same angle where it was kind of like, I'm sad and you're an asshole, and it just became so much stronger with You're Not Sorry. Like, I think that emotion is just really, there's anger in it. It's like, I don't know, it's just so heartbreaking, but it's like angry, and I love that mix. Probably gonna go right above Tell Me Why. The Way I Loved You, that one's so good. Oh my god, the 7 chord that happens in the pre-chorus of The Way I Loved You, that like right before the chorus hits, the tension of it, the bridge is also really, ooh, oh my god. This is one of her first like really hard-hitting bridges, I think. This goes above Love Story for me, and probably Our Song. Forever and Always is so good. I love the anger. I just love the angry country. Forever and Always is right below The Way I Loved You. The Best Day, the lyrics are really good. Dynamics, not as much. I feel like instrumentally there's not a whole lot of variation. I think this one's pretty average. I like that it's about her mom though. Like, I like how there was that change of muse, I guess, when a lot of these are love songs or heartbreak songs. She has the one that's about her mom, and it's really cute. I think The Best Day goes above Hey Steven. Okay, Change. One of my favorite Fearless songs. I think right below Forever and Always. 2 is better than 1. Oh my god. Underappreciated. I say underappreciated, and then I think about all the stuff she has that's better. Probably right above Christmas Must Be Something More. Okay, now we're moving on to Speak Now. Mine is in the Love Her category. The lyrics are really good. There was a lot of improvement with Speak Now. The fact that Speak Now is entirely self-written, right above The Best Day. Okay, Sparks Fly is also really high up there, but this song I guess was written during the Fearless era. That goes above Our Song. Back to December. Back to December is right below The Other Side of the Door. I think the details and personalization of this one beats like You're Not Sorry and Tell Me Why and even 15. I think the writing's a little bit better. Speak Now is really good, but I don't think it beats Love Story and You Belong With Me. I think it beats Fearless. I really like the way she's talking about like a wedding, and like, I think visually I just really like the concept of it. Dear John, oh my god. The bridge of Dear John. I can't believe she wrote that completely by herself when she was 19. That goes above Fearless. I really like the instrumentation and how it kind of sounds like a John Mayer song. I think it's a clever one. Mean is good. It's really funny. Oh my god. I remember when it first came out. I feel so old because some of you guys like were being born when she was putting out these first few albums, and like that gives me a crisis. Mean is right above Back to December. I think it's really dynamic and funny, so it beats kind of like that heartbreak of Back to December. The Story of Us is really good. Such good instruments. I think that one goes right below You Belong With Me. Never Grow Up is definitely right below 15. Really good lyrically, but I think 15 is a little more iconic. Enchanted. This one also has great dynamics. I love the arrangement of most of the songs on Speak Now, like just the musicality and the dynamics. Enchanted is right above Sparks Fly. Oh god, Better Than Revenge is so good, but I understand why it's problematic. I love the rockish, like electric guitar. It's so fun. I think it's right above Our Song. Okay, the lyrics of Innocent are really good, but I think instrumentally, I don't know, the bridge has a lot of energy though. This still is probably my least favorite on Speak Now. It'll go right below Tim McGraw. Haunted. So good. So dramatic. The performance on the Speak Now tour where she was like ringing that bell, it was just like pure drama. Probably right below The Way I Loved You. Next is Last Kiss. Oh my god, this one is heartbreaking. So good, but not as good as some of the others on Speak Now, I think. It kind of reminds me of Dear John, like the same kind of energy. I think it's a little bit better though. Something about that song is like incredibly heartbreaking and really relatable, I guess. Right below The Story of Us. A really good heartbreaking song. But the ones with more energy definitely take the cake for me. I think Long Live goes right above Speak Now. I like the meaning behind it, how it's kind of like about her fans. I think it's very very iconic and I really like the writing. Ours is also really well written. This is so difficult. How do you choose? How do you prioritize? Okay, really good lyrics. The arrangement is not my absolute favorite on Speak Now. Like, I do like the ones with a whole lot of energy. The melody is really good though. I think it's right above Mean. If This Was a Movie is so good. The guitar is so satisfying to me in the very beginning. I love that it's just like her and the guitar. It's really acoustic, stripped down kind of stuff. Can we just talk about how amazing the violins are on just like the majority of Speak Now's songs? It added so much. Either like a whole bunch of sadness on sad songs, or it made the angrier, more passionate songs even more so. This bridge is really strong. You got me there. This is probably right below Last Kiss. They both hurt so nicely in here for me, but I think the lyrics for Last Kiss are a little bit better. Okay, Today Was a Fairy Tale. Okay, this one's cute. Probably in the like her category. This is a lower one for me. Right below Untouchable, because I think it's better than like 2 is better than 1. Okay, now we're on to Red, which was my favorite album for a very long time up until Folklore and Evermore came out. Okay, this is an unpopular opinion, but I think I Knew You Were Trouble is one of the best Taylor Swift songs because it really was a springboard for everything that we have now that's very popish from her. Like, I feel like without I Knew You Were Trouble, Blank Space would have never happened. We never would have gotten like Style or even Wonderland, which was a bonus track off of 1989. I hear I Knew You Were Trouble influences in all of those for sure. Like, I think it was just like her really diving headfirst into pop music. You gotta give it credit, even though lyrically it's probably not the most amazing. I also, like, when this song came out, I was 14 years old and interested in very shitty guys. So like, I'm biased. So that's gonna go up in the immaculate tier. Okay, State of Grace. Really, really good lyrics. Maybe the top of the iconic tier. This is getting really difficult because now stuff is getting really good, except I already used all the top spots. Oh my god, and I still have Folklore and Evermore. This is awful. I'm just gonna go with my first instinct where Red should go. I think it should go right above Better Than Revenge. Treacherous is right below Red. It has such gentle, detailed lyrics. 22. This one has some pretty smart lyrics, even though it's super poppy and probably like a little overplayed. I think the lyrics to this one are better than I Knew You Were Trouble, but I don't know, this one wasn't as impressionable for me. Probably right above Love Story, because I think it is better lyrically. Okay, I Almost Do and All Too Well are like sisters in my mind. This is gonna go right above Fearless. We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. This was also such a pop experiment for her. I think it's really fun and like clever, but not the best lyrics. They're fun lyrics. Yeah, it's not a top fave for me. I think it's right below Mine. Stay, Stay, Stay is really good. I really like the like ukulele and everything. I like the details where she talks about like the fight they had and she threw her phone across the room at him. He came out wearing a football helmet. Like, those details are so detailed. This is right above Haunted, I think. The Last Time. Oh my god. I love The Last Time. Probably right below State of Grace. I love the pacing of Holy Ground. I love how fast she's singing in the beginning and then the chorus is really slowed down. I like that contrast. Right above The Way I Loved You. Sad, Beautiful, Tragic. Oh my god, she talks about trains in this just like she talks about trains in Cardigan and Willow. So many Red parallels with those two folk albums. I think it's right below Red. The Lucky One. This one blew my mind. I'm still trying to figure out exactly like who this is about, if it's about someone in the media. I love the drums in The Lucky One. They're very satisfying. That probably goes above The Last Time. Okay, this one's really good. It's a really good collab. Lyrically not as good as a lot of the other ones on Red. We'll see where I put it though. It's right above Back to December. Starlight. So good. Feels parallel to New Romantics. Also kind of similar to The Last Great American Dynasty. I love that it's about, is it Bobby Kennedy, I think, and his wife or something like that. This one I think is right above The Last Time. Okay, I like the lyrics of Begin Again, but I'm not a huge fan of the more country stuff, as you guys can see from my ranking so far. I think Big Machine actually really wanted her to put this on the Red album because they were afraid if it didn't have a country track, she'd be like losing that original audience. So who knows if she even wanted this one on there originally, honestly. But I mean, lyrically it is really good. I think it's right below I'm Only Me When I'm With You. Okay, I think The Moment I Knew is right above Begin Again. I like how dramatic it is, but I think I like the other songs on Red better. I love the melody of Come Back, Be Here. I think it's between The Moment I Knew and Begin Again. I really like Girl at Home. I don't think she's ever performed it live. Like, I feel like people don't like that song. I understand why people don't like Better Than Revenge, because it is a little problematic, but like, I don't think there's any judgment going on with Girl at Home, like her saying, I would do it if I was a stupid girl. Like, I don't think it's problematic to say, yeah, I would do this if I was dumb. Like, that's how she feels. I don't know. I do understand though with her like judging girls for sleeping with people. Like, she's better known for the things that she does on the mattress. That was like, you know, I just want to see Girl at Home live. That's all I want. I think right above Back to December, probably. No, I don't know, because it's not above 15. Maybe it is in this lower tier. Right below I'm Only Me When I'm With You. Yeah, that feels right. Safe and Sound. This one's so pretty. It feels like something off of Folklore. Probably right above The Other Side of the Door and just below Fearless. Eyes Open is another good one, but I think not as good as Safe and Sound, so right below The Other Side of the Door. Both of Us. Okay, I really don't like this one that much. I mean, I'm not really that into rap, and Taylor sings like 2 lines, so like, well, I don't know, I like the melody. I like what she's doing. It's just like she's not doing much, you know? Probably the bottom of the Appreciate Her category. The least liked one so far. Ronan. Oh my god, break my heart and then pull it out of me, why don't you? This one has so much meaning. It's immaculate. It's gonna go right above I Knew You Were Trouble. Highway Don't Care. It's also like Both of Us to me. Like, it's not really about her, so I'm not really that interested. I think I like it more than Both of Us though. These might even, I'm gonna put these in the very bottom tier because I need something down there. Sweeter Than Fiction. This is a cute one. This was like the lead-in to 1989, I think. Like, she started experimenting with the 80s pop sound. Lyrically, nothing too special. I think it was just kind of like a hint for us for what's coming next sonically. Probably just below Breathe. Okay, now we're on to 1989. Welcome to New York. I really like the lyrics, but I don't really like the melody as much. And the instruments, this is so hard. Lyrically, it beats all this stuff at the bottom, but like instrumentally, not as much. So I don't know what to do. Probably right above Today Was a Fairy Tale. Okay, Blank Space. I absolutely love this song so much when it first came out. I think it's so genius to like make fun of the way she's represented in the media. It's so overplayed, and like the instrument, like the musicalness of it is not as loved by me anymore, which I hate. I hate that it was just like so overplayed. It's iconic though, I can't lie. It's gonna go at the top of the iconic tier. Style, oh my god. This one goes right below Blank Space, I think. I love the like 70s. Those instruments are so good, and the lyrics are really strong too. Out of the Woods. Oh my god, this bridge. This bridge. This one's is it immaculate? Yeah. Right above I Knew You Were Trouble. All You Had to Do Was Stay. This one goes right above Never Grow Up. This is getting really difficult. This is getting really close. Shake It Off. Okay, this might be one of my least favorite ones too. I think it's right above Beautiful Eyes. I like the vibe of it and the positivity, but I think she's done some better writing. And that's just like fact. Like, you can't say Shake It Off is better than anything on like Folklore or Evermore. It's fun, but it's like, that's all it is? I don't know. I do like that she does criticize the media also in this one. Like, that's what people say. That's definitely done better in Blank Space, like way better in Blank Space. I don't find myself really sitting there and listening to it that much. I think once the re-recording is out, I probably will though. I wish you would. Okay, this is a little bit lower for me too. It's kind of like All You Had to Do Was Stay's younger sister. I feel like there's a way to execute this concept in better writing. Right above Breathe. Bad Blood. I'm not a huge fan of Bad Blood. This is tricky. Yeah, it's at the bottom of Appreciate Her. Wildest Dreams. This one's really good. Between the Lucky One and Starlight. Very specifically. How You Get the Girl. This is right above Christmas Must Be Something More. I feel like sonically it's kind of similar to All You Had to Do Was Stay, but just not as good melodically or lyrically. I don't know, the chorus is kind of cute though. This Love. Okay, I like everything about This Love other than the chorus. It's really dreamy and I like the water visuals. The chorus is not doing a whole lot for me. This love is good, this love is bad. Like, your Taylor Swift, Tell Me More. Probably right below I Wish You Would. I Know Places. This one's really good. Right above Holy Ground. Clean. This one's in the top tier. Right below I Knew You Were Trouble for me. Wonderland is also high up. Right below The Last Time. You Were in Love. I really like the writing of this one, but it kind of, musically, it reminds me of This Love, even though the lyrics are better, so it's gonna go somewhere close to that, but definitely higher up. Probably in the Like Her tier. This goes above Welcome to New York. Yeah. New Romantics. Ooh. This one's immaculate. Right below Ronan. I Don't Want to Live Forever. This one's not that great. I like the lyrics more than the melody. Right below Untouchable, I think. I like the chorus more than the verses of that song. Okay, now we're on to Reputation. I've lately been in a Reputation just haze because of Taylor canceling Loverfest and how Reputation was our last tour that we got. Even though I don't get to go to any of them, I still like to see pictures. I like to see the tour outfits. I still get like dopamine from it. So it makes me sad that that's the last tour we saw her on. And that was literally 4 albums ago. That hurts. Ready For It is really good. That's up there. That's an iconic. Right below Style maybe? Endgame. That one's also iconic. iconic. Oops, I suck at this. I can't make judgments. Right below Ready for It, I Did Something Bad. This one's immaculate. I love the witchy vibes. Oh my god. Right below New Romantics. This one's a pretty big favorite of mine. Don't Blame Me. Oh my god. Oh my god, this one's up there too. Holy shit. Right above I Did Something Bad. Delicate. I like the drum beat of this one. It's right under Haunted. Look What You Made Me Do. I love the live version of this one, but like the song itself, I never just want to listen to the song. I want to watch the music video because of all the symbols, or I want to watch the live performance because everything there is really fun. The song itself, I mean, I think it's better than Bad Blood. Yeah, right above Bad Blood, I guess. So It Goes is also another Reputation song I don't like all that much. Didn't she use it as the end credits for the Reputation Stadium Tour Netflix show? It's weirdly mellow. I don't know. I don't think she even included it in the lineup for the Rep tour. That's right under Look What You Made. Is it? No. It's right under Tied Together with a Smile. Why is Reputation either at the very top or at the very bottom? I feel like this was a really polarizing one for me. Okay, gorgeous. This goes right under The Outside. Yeah, I feel good about that. I mean, Taylor Swift can write straight masterpieces or like really fun ones that are like good, but when you compare it to stuff like Champagne Problems, like does Gorgeous stand a chance? I feel like I don't like Getaway Car as much as a lot of other people like Getaway Car. It is pretty high up there for me, but it's not like, I don't know, I feel like Don't Blame Me definitely takes the cake, as well as like I Did Something Bad. I think that goes right above Delicate. King of My Heart. I like a lot of the stuff off Red more than this one. This goes above Teardrops on My Guitar. I really like the lyrics. The music isn't as much up my alley. Okay, I really like the bridge of Dancing with Our Hands Tied. It reminds me of Clean as a whole, just like the concept of I'd kiss you as the lights went out, swaying as the room burned down, I'd hold you as the water rushes in, like this destroyed home, I guess, which she also sings about in Clean. I don't like the chorus as much. I like it more than Gorgeous, but not as much as King of My Heart, so it's gonna be somewhere in here. Probably the bottom of the Love Hurt tier. Okay, Dress. Right above Getaway Car, I think. I like how smooth it is. I only bought this dress so you could take it off. I really like the vocals of it, and the live performance, of course, that was really cool. Yeah, I think it's just like right above Getaway Car for me. This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. This one's really fun. This goes right above Delicate. Call It What You Want goes right below Haunted. New Year's Day. I feel like I don't like this one as much as a lot of other people like it. It's really simple, and Reputation is like giving me a lot up until New Year's Day, when it's like, I don't know, I guess the breath of relief at the end. It's kind of anticlimactic for me, but it doesn't serve as the climax of the album, so it's like it makes sense she stuck it on the end. I think it's a good closer. I think I like a lot of the other stuff on Reputation more. This goes right above Mine. I like the chorus of Babe, but I don't think the lyrics are as good as a lot of her other stuff. I think it was written during the Red era, so like she did get better since then. I think that goes right under We're Never Ever Getting Back Together. Yeah, I really like that chorus, so I think it does beat The Best Day, but barely. I Forgot That You Existed. I don't like the music of this one. It's really like anti-chorus kind of. I like a little more energy from an opening track, like when you think about like State of Grace. I Forgot That You Existed wasn't doing it for me as much. This goes right above Bad Blood. Cruel Summer. Oh my god, immaculate. This is my favorite song on Lover. It goes right under I Did Something Bad. Oof. Cruel Summer and Out of the Woods are like just, they should be right next to each other. They really should be. Lover. This one's really good. Entirely self-written also. That's gonna go right under Endgame. I like the edge of Ready for It and Endgame a little more, but the lyrics are just as good as those two. The Man. Oh my god. This one's immaculate. I don't even care that it flopped. I don't care. The music video is amazing. I think it goes right under Out of the Woods. While The Man has more going on lyrically, like the concept. I like the music of Out of the Woods a little bit better. The Archer. I think people came for me about, I said something about The Archer, how I didn't like it as much as other people do. It's still really good. Like it's up there for me, but it's not like, oh my god, Cruel Summer. Yeah, it's in Love Her, I think. I love the lyrics. Like I agree with you all that the lyrics are great and it's really vulnerable. I feel like Cornelia Street deserves to be track 5 more than The Archer. That's probably also an unpopular opinion. It's the music for me for The Archer. Like the music doesn't do a whole lot for me. I really like how Cornelia Street has just so much dynamics going on. Like, oh my god, it hits, you just want to yell it in your car, while like The Archer is a little more mellow, I guess. Okay, I think he knows. I really like this one. I don't know if a lot of people like this one. It's so fun. I love the beat, the bass line, all of that. I understand lyrically it's not as strong as like The Archer probably, but like that beat, I just want to scream it and like dance around. This goes underneath If This Was a Movie and Last Kiss, because I like to cry a little more than I like to dance. Miss Americana and The Heartbreak Prince. This goes right above I Almost Do. It doesn't rival a lot of these Speak Now classics, but it is really good. I think it's probably the best political song that I've ever heard, just because it's so subtle and so personal. It took me like months to really understand exactly what she's talking about. Paper Rings. I love the vibes of this one. I love the lyrics. Oh my god, this one's really good. This goes right below Haunted. Cornelia Street. You all know how I feel about Cornelia Street. This one's really up there. It's above Lover. I think it's right under Blank Space. Yeah, that's a really good Taylor Swift song. And I love that it brings back the drums that she used in Delicate, because it's kind of like the same vulnerable emotions that it's dealing with. I didn't like Death by a Thousand Cuts at first, but now, like, how can you not appreciate that bridge? That'll go right under If This Was a Movie. That one makes me cry more. Death by a Thousand Cuts is like, you broke my heart and now I'm angry. I think London Boy is right underneath I'm Only Me When I'm With You. It's really poppy. I seem to like stuff that's a little more dramatic, a little more edgy, or super like folky, let's sit in the woods and cry. So yeah, London Boy is like pretty good. Soon You'll Get Better. I wish it would have done a little bit more with the chorus with this one, but I do really love the verses. It's gonna go somewhere lower on the iconic tier. I think right underneath Safe and Sound. False God. This goes right above Safe and Sound. I like the saxophone that she's using. This one's really good. You Need to Calm Down. Love the lyrics. Not as big of a fan of the instruments. This goes right above You Were in Love. Afterglow. This one's nothing that special to me either, like lyrically. And the instruments are good, but not like amazing. Probably right under You Need to Calm Down. Me. I don't think this is that unpopular to put this kind of lower. Yeah, I think I like You Need to Calm Down a little bit more than Me. Lover is really versatile for me. It's like I have one of those songs in every single tier, it seems. It's Nice to Have a Friend. This one goes right above Me. Daylight. I like the Archer more than Daylight. Okay, Daylight really reminds me of New Year's Day. So which one do I like more? New Year's Day, I think. Do I like mine more? I think I do. I've been here for 1 hour and 45 minutes. Daylight goes right under mine. Okay, Beautiful Ghosts. This one goes right above You Need to Calm Down. Christmas Tree Farm. I love the beginning of this one. This is a really good Christmas song, honestly. It beats her other two Christmas songs, wherever they are. That'll go right above King of My Heart. I love the concept where she took just like the farm she grew up on. It's really cute. It's really personable. It's definitely the best Christmas song she's written so far. Only the Young. Oh my god. This one's so good, but not as good as Miss Americana. Just because this one is a lot more like openly political, which like is fine, but like that's been done before, you know what I mean? Like Miss Americana was like very personal. This goes right above I Almost Do. I love that she uses children's chorus in them too. In this. God, I'm so tired. I've been here for so long. Okay, now all we have left, well, I'm gonna rank Crazier really quickly. This goes right under Untouchable. It's really mellow. I like the lyrics though, but I think Untouchable is a little better, and so is like Innocent. I like the melody more than like I Don't Want to Live Forever. That's why I put it there. Okay, now let's get on to her two best albums in my opinion. I don't really understand what they did here with Evermore, because it's like they repeated these songs. I don't know. I'm just gonna tell you where they would go. You visually won't get to see them, so that sucks, but I'm just gonna go with Folklore, and then we'll get into Evermore, and then we will be done. The One Hurts really good. I think it's right above Style. Cardigan, really freaking good. That's right above The One. The Last Great American Dynasty. That goes right above Cardigan. You guys know how I feel about these songs. I did reviews over these, so I don't think I need to really go into that much detail. Exile goes right under Lover for me. I know this is a huge favorite of Folklore. Well, I don't know. Hang on, because I like The Last Time more than I like Exile. I don't know. This is really tough. Maybe I need to move The Last Time a little higher. I'll just move Exile down below The Last Time. Yeah, I think all of those are probably just a little bit better than The Exile. The Exile. My Tears Ricochet. I think this goes right above Exile. Mirror Ball. Oh, I think this goes right under Style. 7 goes right above Mirror Ball. August goes right above Mirror Ball. This Is Me Trying. Oh my god, the lyrics in this one. This goes right under 7, I think. Invisible String is gonna go right above Starlight. Mad Woman. God, I love Folklore and Evermore so much. This goes right above Invisible String. Epiphany. This one musically is my least favorite one on Folklore, but it's still not going to go that low because it is still one of the best Taylor Swift songs. Probably just somewhere a little bit lower on the iconic tier. It's right under Paper Rings, I think. Betty. This one's so good. This one's immaculate. Betty did a lot for me personally, for me and my channel, so I have to give credit where credit is due. It's right under Cruel Summer. Peace. This goes right under The One. Yeah, Hoax is probably immaculate. I don't know, that one just really is so good. Right above Betty. The Lakes goes right under Wildest Dreams. Willow. Oh my god, this one's so good. Okay, this one's immaculate. Probably the bottom, like right under Clean. Gold Rush. Oh my god. That one's also immaculate. Right under Hoax. 'Tis the Damn Season. This goes right above Willow. Tolerate It. This is in the iconic tier. Wow, the first one off, Evermore in the iconic tier. Right above Ready For It, I think. No Body, No Crime. This one's immaculate. My battery's about to die. No Body, No Crime is immaculate. It's gonna go right under Clean, I think. No, it's right under The Man. This is tough. It's just up there. That's all I can say. Now I need to find the track list. Okay, next is Happiness. I'm just gonna use this second Tolerated as Happiness. Happiness is my least favorite one on Evermore, but it's still really good, so it's gonna go. Pretend this says Happiness. Probably just right above Epiphany is where I would put it, even though it's not here. Dorothea. Okay, pretend this No Body, No Crime says Dorothea. Probably right above The Lakes. Coney Island. Oh god, I love Coney Island. Pretend this Tolerated says Coney Island. Yeah, that's a top tier one. Right under No Body, No Crime. Next is Ivy. That's also a top tier one. Pretend this says Ivy. The second No Body, No Crime. It says Ivy, okay? That'll go right under Cruel Summer. Okay, I'm out of boxes, but next is Cowboy Like Me. I would put that right above Wonderland. I would put Long Story Short right under Exile. Marjorie would go right above Ronin, so it would be number 4. Closure would go somewhere around where I put Long Story Short and Dorothea, and Evermore would be right under This Is Me Trying, between This Is Me Trying and August. Hey, okay, so this is the finished result, kind of. It's 4 days later and I kind of disagree with myself. I feel very confidently about the top and the bottom, but everything in the middle, from like the iconic tier down to like the second to last tier, oh my god, it's changing so much, especially the iconic tier. But I just wanted to say I forgot to rank the 2 bonus tracks off of Evermore. I would put Right Where You Left Me right above Dorothea, and I would put It's Time to Go above Exile, I think, but I'm not completely sure. Anyway, I think this is a really difficult way to do this. I don't really like this whole tier ranking thing because I like lose track of the songs really easily because there's just so many. Since finishing this video, it has come to my attention that there is a quiz online that pits every single track against every other single track so that it comes up with a very accurate list of your favorite to your least favorite, and there's no tier, I guess, so it's just like which songs do you like more than other songs. Let me know down in the comments if you guys would like me to do it that way sometime in the future, because I feel like that would be more accurate, because I already am seeing mistakes that I've made. So yeah, just let me know down below if that's something you'd like to see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you don't roast me too much down in the comments. I really like to know, I mean, you can't give me your entire ranking because that would take you 2 hours as it took me, but if you want to give me what would fall into like your top 5 Taylor Swift songs or something like that, I think that would be really cool to see. I feel like my opinions are probably pretty popular, like All Too Well, Champagne Problems. Illicit Affairs, maybe. I don't know. I'm still trying to gauge how people feel about that one. And if you're brave, if you want to list your 5 least favorite Taylor Swift songs, I will be reading and replying to every single comment. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have an amazing day. I'm not going to make this go on any longer. Bye, guys. Run away to an island.